All right, we are here in New York City at the Pitchside Club with Michelob Ultra, here with the one and only Sabrina Ionescu. Sabrina, thank you so much for taking your time to talk to us today.
Thank you.
Well, tell me what you have going on with Michelob Ultra.
Yes, well, first, I'm an athlete. I'm a Team Ultra athlete, so really excited to be here, being able to be on a panel today, kind of being able to talk about basketball and soccer, which is really exciting, and kind of being able to bring fans into this space and just see what it's all about. So I'm really excited to be here today.
Awesome. What is like one thing about like soccer that's just like really draws you to like watch it and be involved in it and stuff?
Well, I played soccer actually kind of before I started playing basketball. So just as a kid, like I've always enjoyed being able to play. My parents are European, so it was something that was always in the house. But I just think it kind of brings a great balance between like basketball. Like you have to share some of the similar characteristics of being on a team, being able to pass, find angles, offense, defense. And so it's fun for me to be able to watch and kind of relate to both sports.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for sharing that. It's amazing. I want to talk to you a little bit about All-Star coming up. Obviously, coming up next weekend, you're going to be on Team Caitlin Clark. What kind of goes into preparing for an All-Star game as opposed to, you know, your regular season game?
Nothing. Nothing really goes into preparing, to be honest. I think the fun part is you get to kind of go out and just have fun. I think that's something that every player looks forward to when they get to go to an all-star game. It's obviously competitive, but not really. It's more just an opportunity to get to showcase to the fans, shoot from a 4-point line, and be able to kind of be surrounded by teammates that you're not used to really playing with. And you kind of, you know, are able to form some relationships that, you know, usually you don't get to form on any other team.
Well, speaking of teammates, you're going to be going up against Breanna Stewart. What kind of vibe is that? Like, you know, is it going to be like fun for you guys? Is it going to be difficult? Because like obviously being teammates, you guys really know each other pretty well.
It's going to be fun. You know, obviously that entire weekend, like we'll be at events for one another and still be together. So I think that part's really exciting to just be able to share it with a teammate. And then obviously on the court, I think it's just going to be fun to kind of be able to play in an all-star game, play against her. Obviously wish we were on the same team, but it is what it is.
Yeah. Well, I know that you have a shoe that's going to be coming out this month. It's your third shoe with Nike. Tell me a little bit about like what kind of goes into, you know, picking out the colors and designing it. Because it seems like such an interesting, you know, situation with a shoe.
Yeah, I mean, it's a process to try and just understand what time of year the shoe's going to come out, what color you want to go with, especially now that I'm on my third. I would say I'm trying to do a different color every single time, especially as a launch colorway. So I'm super excited to kind of showcase to the world the Sabrina 3 that's going to come out here pretty soon and be able to see it on everyone's feet.
Yeah, awesome. I know that Stewie's going to be putting out a shoe herself, and it's in collaboration with Harry Potter. Is there any sort of like collaboration that you would love to like have for your next set of shoes?
I mean, I'm not a huge Harry Potter fan, so I don't see myself doing that, but we definitely have a few collaborations coming up on the Sabrina 3 that will be really fun to be able to just show kind of the world what we're kind of going to do with that. Very
cool. I love that. So going into New York Liberty Talk, you know, you guys are third in the Eastern Conference. First in the Eastern Conference, third in the league. How are you guys feeling as the season's kind of underway now? You know, do you feel this championship run for a repeat is on the right path?
Yeah, for sure. You know, I think we're taking it one game at a time, but obviously we're right where we want to be leading into All-Star break, 2 games left, and want to finish strong and then be able to kind of rest, regroup, and be able to hit the second half of the season strong leading into the playoffs.
Absolutely. So I know that the WNBA is a place that's really allows players to kind of, you know, be themselves with their fashion and things like that. Who do you think in like the entire WNBA is one of the best dressed players?
That's a tough question because all my teammates dress up for every single game, most of the time at home. So I would say it'd have to be one of my teammates. Stewie dresses up a lot for games. JJ obviously does as well. Izzy is always dressed as well. So I would definitely have to say one of my teammates if I had to pick.
Amazing. All right. Is there any non-WNBA athlete that's kind of dominating their sport right now that you think deserves a little bit more recognition?
Coco Gauff.
Yeah. It was literally the person in my head that I was picturing, and I was like, I bet you she's going to say that.
Yes, Coco Gauff. I mean, she just came to a game in New York after she won, so I would say it was just fun to see the New York crowd support her when she walked into the building. It was probably the loudest it's been since we won a championship in that building. So it was really cool to see just the love and support that she got when she came back to the U.S., and everyone's behind her, especially when she comes back to New York in September.
Yeah. I saw on social that there was a question that was asked about which teammate in the locker room shouldn't have the aux. And some of your teammates said that you play a little bit too much country music. I kind of want to give you the floor to defend yourself a little on that, because I feel like, everyone likes their own type of music.
Yeah, they did say me.
Yeah.
That was kind of offensive. I was a little offended. But, I mean, if you don't like country music, then you obviously won't like what I play, because I do really just listen to country music. So
Who's your favorite?
Not all of them like that. Luke Combs is my favorite artist.
Okay. Very nice. Very nice. All right. So I want to do like a little game with you. I know you're originally from the West Coast, played on the West Coast, but now you've been here for 5 years. So I want to play a little battle of the coasts, and you're going to tell me which one is better.
All right.
All right. So who do you think has the better food?
East Coast.
Yeah? What's like the best East Coast food? Do you
Pizza.
Think? Yeah. Love that. All right. And apart from the Liberty, which side has the best sports teams?
Ooh. I mean, that's tough, because obviously the East Coast has like the Yankees and the Knicks.
Yeah.
And you keep going.
Yeah.
So I think I'd have to say the East Coast.
Okay. All right. 2 for East Coast here. Who has the worst traffic?
The East Coast.
Yeah.
I'm still saying East Coast.
Literally, I've just driving up and down the FDR on the east side in the middle of like rush hour.
Yeah,
Awful.
East Coast has the worst.
Awful.
For sure.
Okay, what side do you think has more fun things to do?
The West Coast.
Yeah.
Just
Okay.
like beaches. I mean, so does the East Coast, though, but not that I've ventured off to. So I'd have to say West Coast.
Okay. And which weather do you prefer more?
West Coast.
Even up in Oregon too?
We stayed towards California.
Yeah. All right. Another one here. So they say when you're in New York City for 10 years, you're like officially a New Yorker, right? So you've been here for 5. And I want to know if you've done any of these New York City touristy things. All right. So have you ever visited the Statue of Liberty?
Nope.
On the New York Liberty, never went to see the Statue of
No.
Liberty? That's okay. Have you ever ridden the Staten Island Ferry?
Nope.
Have you gone to the top of the Rock or the Empire State
I'm
Building?
scared of heights, so no.
No.
Never will do that, not even in another 5 years.
How about walking the High Line?
No.
No. The heights too.
Yeah.
Have you ever walked in Central Park, gone to Central Park?
Yes,
Okay.
I've done that.
Okay. Have you ever walked across the Brooklyn Bridge?
No.
No.
No, I've thought about it a few times, but it's pretty crowded.
Yeah, it does get pretty crowded. All right. And have you ever visited the Museum of Natural History?
No, but I will say my family's done all those things.
Yeah.
So just not me.
I love that. All right. And last question for you. If you were in a dance battle with Ellie, who would win?
Ellie, 100%.
Yeah. I love it. Well, Sabrina, thank you so much for taking the time.
Thank you very much.